It finally happened. Alyssa Thomas just found out what happens when the WNBA decides enough is enough. In one of the most embarrassing and unprofessional episodes we've seen in recent WNBA memory, Thomas, the so-called veteran leader of the Phoenix Mercury, crossed a line. And now, she's paying the price. Let's break down exactly what happened and why this moment is bigger than just a fine. It's about accountability, it's about professionalism, and it's about respecting the fans. On a heated night in Indianapolis, the Phoenix Mercury arrived to face the Indiana Fever. A sold-out crowd, national attention, all eyes on Caitlin Clark, and all Thomas had to do was play her game, show some leadership, and represent her team with class. But instead, she decided to play the villain. For 4 quarters, she taunted the fans. She pointed, gestured, and reportedly told the crowd that her partner, DeWanna Bonner, left for a real team. Not exactly the kind of comment that wins you respect. What Thomas didn't seem to understand is this. Indiana Fever fans are passionate. They support their team, and they're not afraid to show their frustration when a player walks away from the organization after just 9 games. Yes, you heard that right. DeWanna Bonner played only 9 games for the Fever before quitting. And now Thomas expects those same fans to clap politely and say thank you? Absolutely not. The real twist in this drama came after the game, because that's when Thomas disappeared. The WNBA requires every team to make their head coach and 2 players, including the leading scorer, available to the media after each game. This isn't optional. This isn't a suggestion. It's a professional obligation. But Alyssa Thomas, she skipped it. She walked off, ducked out, and left her coach and teammates to clean up the mess she made, with reporters waiting and questions piling up. And that's when the WNBA stepped in. A fine was issued, not just to Thomas, but to the Phoenix Mercury organization for violating league media policy. And let's be honest here. This wasn't about one missed press conference. It was about a complete lack of leadership. It was about running from responsibility. Thomas talked all the trash in the world during the game, but when the moment came to face the consequences, she vanished. Now contrast that with the Indiana Fever, a young team led by Caitlin Clark, constantly under the microscope, constantly under pressure. They show up. They answer the hard questions. They take the boos, the wins, the losses with professionalism. Coach Nate Tibbetts, he faced the media with composure. Kalea Copper, she showed up and gave thoughtful answers. Meanwhile, Thomas, gone, hiding in the locker room like a child who broke a window and didn't want to admit it. Let's be clear here. Indiana fans had every right to boo. DeWanna Bonner signed with the team in February, promising to help lead the young roster alongside Clark. But after averaging a career-low 7.1 points and just 3.8 rebounds across 9 games, she mentally checked out. The team tried to work with her. They looked for trades. They gave her space. But she forced a release, walking away from her $200,000 contract in a league where salary cap flexibility is already razor thin. And somehow, Thomas thinks the fans are out of line for feeling betrayed? Let's talk reality, Alyssa. This is pro sports. Fans boo. They cheer. They care. You don't get to insult a fan base, mock their loyalty, and then disappear when the cameras turn on. That's not leadership, that's cowardice. And this is what separates professionals from pretenders. You can't demand equal pay and greater exposure while simultaneously refusing to uphold the basic responsibilities of being a public figure in a major league. This media fine isn't just about a rule violation, it's a message. You want the spotlight? Then you gotta be ready to stand in it, even when it's uncomfortable. As the WNBA continues to grow, thanks in large part to the meteoric rise of Caitlin Clark and others, the pressure on veteran players to model professionalism is only going to increase. Alyssa Thomas had a chance to lead by example. Instead, she showed fans and the league exactly what not to do. Now, the consequences have arrived. And that instant regret, it's written all over this moment. This isn't about hating on Thomas. It's about holding players accountable, just like in the NBA, NFL, or MLB. Because real stars show up when it matters, on the court and in front of the mic. If you found this breakdown fair, honest, and worth your time, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments. Did the WNBA handle this right, or was the punishment too soft? This is not the last we've heard from Alyssa Thomas, but next time, she might want to think twice before turning her back on the mic.